कराएंगे। टाटा ग्रुप को फिर मिला है एयर इंडिया। जी हां, इस वक्त की ब्रेकिंग खबर न्यूज 11 भारत पर। टाटा ग्रुप को फिर से एयर इंडिया मिला है और अब देखना यह होगा कि टाटा ग्रुप एयर इंडिया को किस तरह से चलाता है। जो क्राइसिस थे, जिन चीजों को लेकर सवाल अक्सर उठाए जा रहे थे कि एयर इंडिया को लेकर जो घाटा हुआ है वो घाटा से उबारा जाए। टाटा ग्रुप को एक बार फिर से एयर इंडिया मिल चुका है और ये एक ब्रेकिंग खबर है। और देखने वाली बात होगी ये कि चूंकि अगर आप बात करते हैं यात्रियों की सुविधाओं की, अगर यात्रियों को सुविधाएं मिलनी चाहिए, वो तमाम तरह की सुविधाएं, जब वो फ्लाइट से एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाते हैं तो वो व्यवस्थाएं चुस्त दुरुस्त रहनी चाहिए। इस बात पर चर्चा होती है। तो देखने वाली बात होगी कि एक बार फिर से जब टाटा को इसका दारोमदार मिला है, एयर इंडिया का फिर से जिम्मा टाटा ने लिया है, तो वो किस तरह से इसे आने वाले वक्त में आगे चला पाता है, व्यवस्थाएं किस तरह से टाइट देखने को मिलेगी, या फिर यूं कहे कि व्यवस्थाओं का लाभ जो है वो यात्रियों को कितना मिल पाएगा, आने वाले वक्त में ये पता चलेगा। तो सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाकर टाटा ने अपने नाम किया एयर इंडिया। टाटा सन्स को मिली है एयर इंडिया की कमान। ये इस वक्त की ब्रेकिंग खबर न्यूज 11 भारत पर। तो सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाकर टाटा ने एयर इंडिया की कमान अपने हाथ में लिया है। टाटा सन्स को मिली है एयर इंडिया की कमान। सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाने के बाद, और अब इसका फायदा कितना मिलेगा आने वाले वक्त में यात्रियों को, वो देखने वाली बात होगी। क्योंकि अगर यात्रियों की आप बात करते हो तो उनको सुविधाएं चाहिए, उनको वक्त पर फ्लाइट चाहिए, उनको वो तमाम सुविधाएं चाहिए, चाहे फ्लाइट के अंदर की आप बात करें, एयरपोर्ट की आप बात करें, वो सुविधाएं चाहते हैं। संचालन कोई भी करे, इस बात का ख्याल रखें कि संचालन कोई भी करे, लेकिन व्यवस्थाएं चुस्त दुरुस्त हो यात्रियों के लिए। तो अब देखने वाली बात होगी कि टाटा आने वाले वक्त में किस तरह से एयर इंडिया की कमान को संभालता है, वो किस तरह से सिस्टम में सभी चीजों को लाता है और किस तरह से एयर इंडिया को फायदा दिला पाने में कामयाब हो पाता है। टाटा सन्स को मिली है एयर इंडिया की कमान। न्यूज 11 भारत पर इस समय की ब्रेकिंग खबर दिखा रहे हैं और निश्चित तौर पर झारखंड के लिए भी गौरव की बात है। टाटा जमशेदपुर इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया, पूरे देश में जाना जाता है जमशेदपुर, और एक टाटा की ये आप उपलब्धि भी कह सकते हैं। सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाकर एयर इंडिया की कमान अपने नाम करना बड़ी बात होती है, लेकिन उससे भी बड़ी बात तब होगी जब एयर इंडिया को सुचारू रूप से आगे टाटा चलाएगा। न्यूज 11 भारत पर इस समय हम ये ब्रेकिंग खबर दिखा रहे हैं, जहां टाटा सन्स को एयर इंडिया की कमान मिली है। सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाई गई थी टाटा की तरफ से।
Taken over by the successful bidder will be 15,300 crore. As you said that 18,000 crore is the bid, of which 15% consideration will be cash and 85% will be debt. So 15,300 crore will be taken off. So debt position after debt taken over by the successful bidder will remain 46,262 crores. That is the debt which is remaining. 46,262 crore. This is going to be going to the AIAHL. 46,262 crore.
So the airline will be transferred without any debt.
Yes, the airlines will get the debt of 15,300 crore. Because that is the construct. You quote the debt you are going to take and the rest will be hived off. Now, I would like to highlight here an important point. What is it that the government has put in Air India since 2009 and 10? The government has put in 54,584 crore as cash support since 2009-10 I am telling, not prior to that, and 55,692 crore as guarantee support. So, in total, government support since 2009-10 has been 1,10,276 crore. And largely if you say, because if you have year after year after year after losses, so all these losses have actually been funded, some part by from the equity, which was a minor part, largely through the government guaranteed debt. So therefore, actually, if you look at it, that there are no underlying assets as such, because this is all loss which has been funded through the debt which is guaranteed by the government. So the taxpayers have actually, put in 1,10,276 crore in Air India since 2009 and 10. 1,10,276 crore. Okay, 121, Shishir. Yes, I think that is up to them. So far as the bid is concerned, we will hand over, whenever the consideration is paid. Of course, the share purchase agreement, etc., allows them to go ahead with the mergers and other things. I mean, there is no restriction as such. Subject to, the restriction is subject to, during the time they will maintain in the equity lock-in period, they have to maintain 51%. That means the ownership. The ownership has to be there with the bidder who has got it.
Sir, I have two questions. Sir, one is, when you talk about 18,000 crore rupees of the bid, and out of that 15,300 crore is the debt and remaining in the cash. So what is the actual amount the government is going to get after this transaction is completed? This is number one. And number two is, when you talked about that they are free to go for merger and acquisition, so will this process also go to the CCI so that there should not be any kind of monopoly or any kind of dominance in the market?
I'll answer your later part first. Every strategic sale is to have the CCI approval. That is a regulatory approval is required, so that will have to be taken. So therefore, when I said that between signing and closing there is a period in which all these approvals have to be taken, there are also third-party approvals, there are lenders, there are many things which need to go between this time. There are condition precedent, there are certain conditions which company has to satisfy, there are certain conditions which the bidder has to satisfy, and there are certain conditions which the government has to satisfy. And on satisfaction of these conditions, only closing can take place. The other part, as you mentioned, was regarding, yes, I mean, basically in this case, the construct is that you have certain liabilities where, for example, I said that there is a government guarantee, which means that basically, if the loan is not paid back by the Air India, then government has to pay back. So it is as good as the government liability. Now, to that extent the liabilities remain in the Air India, that is the part of bidder. And to that extent the liabilities go out, and I mentioned it, that there will be at least debt liability of 46,000 which are going away.
So what is the actual amount the government is getting?
No, government gets 18,000, no, basically in this, because whether it is debt or a cash, I mean, there is an equity consideration of 15% and the debt consideration of this is a consideration.
Cash will be 2,000 and remaining will be the debt.
Cash will be 2,700 crore, and the remaining, the debt will be taken over. So therefore, we would be, that kind of debt, government would not have to take over. So it is as good as government getting money.
But what about the 46,000?
46,260 crore will the debt that will remain, which the government has to take over in the AIAHL. Now just to further make it clear, 46,262 crores will be the debt which will be taken over to AIAHL. Then 14,718 crore will be the assets which will be taken over by AIAHL. So to that extent, we are getting liability of 46,262 and a debt of, and then assets of 14,718. And 2,700 crore we have got the cash equity. So net impact will be 845 crore. That is one part. The second part will be if I'll give you a arithmetical breakup, ultimately we will say the impact on GOI after the non-core assets and excess liabilities are all taken off, because there are assets are also going, there are excess liabilities are going, then there is some excess current liabilities also going. The net impact to the government will be 44,679 crore, which will actually go to the AIAHL.
Number 10, please. Mike. What will be the inflow into the government coffers as a result of divesting 100% stake in Air India?
As I said, 20,000 crore. That's the bid. Sorry, 18,000 crore.
So we are trying to understand that debt is assumed by Tata, right? So having the actual money, net money after the debt is just 2,700 crores that the government will get. We are trying to understand that part.
Yes, I mean, if you really look at the equity position, the net worth condition, it is minus 33,000 crore in Air India. If you say net worth of the Air India for which we are selling the equity, so if you are looking at equity consideration, it is minus 32 at this position. Air India is deeply negative.
Okay, 125.
Good evening, sir. Sapna here from CNBC TV 18. Two quick questions, sir. One, of course, you have explained the debt and the liability position. I just wanted to understand, sir, what was the reserve price that was set by the government for the deal to go through? And second, also, you have mentioned that the employees will be taken care of. Could you elaborate on that? I mean, what is the understanding for the first year, second year, probably, down the line? And third, one very small, quick question. You are saying that the handover will be done by December end, but when will the transaction actually conclude? Some idea of that. Thank you.
I think the last question I've answered many times. It is expected that the transaction will be concluded by December end. So, because that is a handing over, conclusion of transaction, or they start off, whatever you may call it, that's the same thing. I'll, employees question, Rajiv can handle. On the other point was, there was, pardon? Yeah, reserve price was fixed as 12,906 crore. Yes, EV. We are talking of EV because the bid was an EV. So EV was 12,906 crores.
Number 17. Let's go.
But debt is much more than that. So how do you retire that debt? And how much more time would it take?
That is the debt government has to retire. So question is, these are 94% of the debt is government guaranteed. So it's backed by sovereign guarantee.
And you have assets.
So assets will have to be sold in terms of, in AIAHL, the work will be selling those assets and then settling the liability. So that will be the work of AIAHL, which the government will have to do. But going forward, we are right now, Air India is having losses 20 crores a day. So those losses after handover will not come to the taxpayers.
Mr. Bansal, would you like to answer the question regarding the employees? Yeah.
Okay, so the government has addressed all the concerns of the employees. I'll point out some of the concerns here. First and foremost, the winning bidder will retain all employees, which means they will not retrench anybody for a period of 1 year. Thereafter, for the second year after the first year, they will retain all the employees, and if anybody is to be retrenched or removed, they will be offered a VRS. These are the two protections to the employees in terms of their employment. Thirdly, they will be provided the gratuity benefits as well as the provident fund benefits as per the applicable laws of the land. And the post-retirement medical benefits of the employees, those who have retired as well as those who will be retiring in future, will be protected and provided by the government. There are other smaller issues.
और सीधा रुक करेंगे अपने सहयोगी प्रभात का, हमारे साथ जमशेदपुर से लाइव जुड़ रहे हैं। प्रभात, देखिए एक बार फिर से टाटा के हाथ में एयर इंडिया का कमान आ चुका है, सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाकर, यानी कि स्पाइस जेट भी इसमें हिस्सा था, लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाकर एयर इंडिया को अपने नाम किया, अपने हाथ में कमान लिया है टाटा ने।
बिल्कुल, देखिए जिशान, जिस तरीके से एयर इंडिया का जो कमान था पहले ही टाटा के ही पास था, लेकिन बीच में जो सरकारें चेंज हुई थी उसके बाद वो सरकार के पास चली गई थी। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं एक सपना था टाटा का, क्योंकि टाटा स्टील का जो, अगर हम कहें, जो JRD टाटा जो सबसे पहले पायलट थे इंडिया के, भारत के सबसे पहले पायलट थे जिन्होंने पायलट का लाइसेंस प्राप्त किया था। और टाटा सन्स का एक अलग अपना इतिहास है एविएशन में, चाहे वो हेलीकॉप्टर के बारे में बात करें या प्लेन की के बारे में बात करें, तो टाटा का अपना एक अलग पहचान है। और शुरू से ही टाटा का ये रहा है कि जब ये इंडियन एयरलाइंस जब सरकारी हाथ में चले गए तो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा अफसोस जरूर हुआ था टाटा सन्स को। लेकिन अब कहीं ना कहीं अगर कहें तो आज जितनी बड़ी बोली लगाकर टाटा सन्स ने फिर से अपने नाम किया है एयर इंडिया को, तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है, खासकर जमशेदपुर के लिए, क्योंकि जमशेदपुर जो स्थान है टाटा स्टील का मदर कंसर्न है, यहीं से पूरी कंपनी पूरी दुनिया में अपनी नाम कमाई है। और JRD टाटा का जब जन्म जयंती मनाया जाता है तो वहाँ एक एविएशन जो बड़े से प्रदर्शनी लगाई जाती है, जहाँ टाटा के द्वारा जितने भी प्लेन्स खरीदे गए, चाहे वो जेट है, हेलीकॉप्टर हो, चाहे एविएशन से सीखने वाले बच्चे का प्लेन हो, वो लगाया जाता। तो कहीं ना कहीं जमशेदपुर से अगर हम बोले तो बहुत बड़ा लगाव है टाटा का। और आज जिस तरीके से टाटा ने सबसे ज्यादा बोली लगाकर एयर इंडिया को अपने नाम किए, हालांकि इसका अधिग्रहण दिसंबर के वक्त तक होगा जो बताया जा रहा है, जो अभी जो जानकारी आ रही है। लेकिन एक बहुत बड़ी बात है कि टाटा,
आप नजर रखिए, हम फिर आपसे जुड़ेंगे और तमाम जानकारी लेंगे इस पर। और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया फिलहाल आपका तमाम जानकारी के लिए।
लाइक एंड शेयर वीडियोस, सब्सक्राइब करें हमारा चैनल और प्रेस करें बेल आइकॉन। News 11 भारत, सच है तो दिखेगा।